Why operating legally and ethically is important in ministry. Some people mount an argument that we should follow the law and legislation because if we don't, we might be punished. So along that, we might be fined, we might have our ministry removed from us, we might be fired, what we're doing might be shut down, all those sorts of things. Once again, these are important reasons, but they're not the first reason. The first reason that we should have is we should avoid doing wrong, not because of punishment, but because it is in fact wrong. We should be aiming to do what is right because it is the right thing to do. At the end of the day, pretty much all laws that affect us in ministry exist because it's about maintaining people's well-being and their rights. Okay? Work health and safety laws exist to make sure we care about and look after people's well-being, whether it be employees, employers, clients, or the public. Food handling laws exist for the exact same reason. Anti-discrimination laws, again, exist for the same reason. Working with children and child protection laws exist for the same reason. Background checks, duty of care, employment conditions, same. Okay? Other laws are about protecting people's rights. Confidentiality and privacy laws are about making sure people's sensitive information is kept private. Employment conditions are about making sure that employees are treated fairly. Copyright is about making sure people are paid for their work. Informed consent ensures that people are involved in decisions that affect them. And public gathering rules are implemented to protect the public and your clients. At the end of the day, nearly all laws that we interact with are about people's protection and their rights. If we see this as red tape that we just need to avoid, kind of trying to avoid for punishment's sake, well, working legally and ethically merely becomes about balancing up the sides of risk, the likelihood of getting caught on one side with the consequences. That's beside the point. If it's not enough to say that it's about people's rights, then we should then say, well, let's look at the Catechism. What does the Catechism say? And the Catechism of the Catholic Church says a lot about social order. In CCC 1899, there's a quote from Romans 13, verse 1 and 2. And pretty much this says that all authority derives from God, and in turn, everyone should be subject to the governing authorities, as there's no authority apart from God. Okay, and so it is true that in some places, or I should say, that there are some laws that contradict God's law. But the thing is, the ones that we're going to come across in ministry probably aren't really going to be those laws. Okay? The laws that we're going to be coming across are going to be the laws that are just inconvenient. Okay? These are the laws, in my experience, that people often want to bypass because it's just inconvenient. It's inconvenient to put together a policies and procedures document. It's inconvenient to make sure that everyone's following them. It's inconvenient to make sure that you've got licenses and that you've got permissions to do what you want to do. It's inconvenient to tell people that what they are trying to do is unsafe. It's inconvenient to tell our volunteers what they can and can't do. But at the end of the day, it needs to be done nonetheless. Okay?